Here are 5 different strategies you can implement to keep in touch with past clients. These 5 strategies will be implemented either in your CRM or through tools that you can use online. Starting with number 1, this one will be created directly in the CRM that we use in Follow Up Boss, but you can create this in another CRM as well. And this is a post-closing automation, or you may know it as a post-closing drip. So I'll show you some examples of what we create in our CRM. In our CRM, we set up a few different emails once the client is closed. First, we send an initial thank you email like this, where we thank them for working with us. Nothing else, no ask, just a simple thank you. Then we'll send the next email with information of what documents they should keep after closing. This is something that we added on later after we were being asked by clients what documents to keep. So these are the most important ones to keep after closing. The next one we send is an ask for them to write a review. Now, depending on where you want to prioritize reviews being collected will depend on what you put into this email. A year and a half into our business, a lot of our reviews were on Facebook. So we switched gears and removed our Facebook link and replaced it with our Google link. So you may want to test out adding and switching out what link you put in here, depending on where you want to prioritize reviews being posted. So we ask a favor to ask the client to write a review with some suggestions of what to write in the review. So there's some prompts of what questions they can answer in the review. Another example here is that we're giving them a heads up. We're going to be staying in contact with them with some tips and tricks, because this post-closing drip lasts a total of 11 years. A couple emails later, we do ask them if who they know that is looking to buy, sell, or invest. Just a simple question. Okay, at this point, we are almost a year into this post-closing drip. So here's one example where we offer to do a home valuation report. A lot of times people are just curious, not that in any means they're considering selling 1 year into their property, but we just say that it's a part of the service that we offer to prepare a home valuation report and ask if they've made any upgrades in the past year. One more example for you before we move on. We ask if they've ever thought about investing in real estate. So we want to not only be their go-to for their primary residence, but perhaps they may want to consider investing in real estate. So the way that we automate this action plan is in the automation section in Follow Up Boss. So we create an automation here whenever the stages change to past client. And then we say when the stages change to past client, then we initiate the post-closing action plan. So I'll show you what this looks like. So let's pretend this test lead I just changed to past client. Once I do so, then the post-closing plan initiates. And that's how we automate. So that's tip number 1 for keeping in contact with past clients. Now, before I forget, I'm going to disable that post-closing automation in the account. Tip number 2 is we create a home anniversary automation that runs for 10 years based on the home anniversary date. So this runs in tandem with the post-closing plan, and we only use this for someone who also bought a home. So if they only sold and they're no longer in the area or they no longer own a property, then we don't use the home anniversary automation. So in order for this to get initiated, we use the custom field under admin custom fields for home anniversary. So you create a custom field in Follow Up Boss called home anniversary. And in the custom field date, you put the date of the home anniversary, the 1 year anniversary. So if someone closed on a property last year, July 20th, 2025 or 2024, then in this field, you'll put July 20th, 2025. So you're not putting the actual close date, you're putting the 1 year home anniversary. Then we set up the home anniversary automation to run for 10 years. And each time we send the new email, the email says something different specific to the year. So here's one example with the happy 1 year. We just offer if there's anything that we can help with, whether they're looking for a contractor or if they have any real estate related questions. So it's just a gentle touch. One more example here is on year 2, that it's been 2 years, asking how anything is going, and if it would be helpful, we can provide a market update. So again, this runs for 10 years, a total of 10 emails. The way that we automate this is under admin automations. We add an automation. Let's call it home anniversary. We create a calendar date as the trigger for home anniversary is in 0 days. So what that means is home anniversary is today. And then the action item is we initiate the home anniversary action plan, and then we click save and enable. So the way that this automation works is in the profile, all that you do is put in the home anniversary date, and that is it. Do not manually apply home anniversary here. If you do, it's going to send the email right away. That is not what you want to do. All you need to do is put in the date, and that's it. You're not going to see anything apply automatically. You're not going to see Follow Up Boss say waiting to send first email or any sort of automation here initially. But on this day, on July 20th, then the automation will begin and send the first email. Moving on to tip number 3, we use the smart lists in Follow Up Boss to prompt us to reach out manually. So automations are helpful, but we also need to have some human interaction, some regular relationships happening. So let me share screen again and show you what we create in Follow Up Boss. So in Follow Up Boss, we create a past client quarterly smart list, and it's very simple. You create a smart list where the stage includes past client. For us, we also combine sphere, so it's past client and sphere stages, where last communication is more than 90 days ago. Then you're going to sort by last communication, oldest to newest. That way you ensure that you're keeping in contact with past clients that you haven't talked to in the most amount of time, meaning you're not just calling the same 5 leads over and over again. And then you would just click save list, and then the list can be added to an existing collection if you create collections. Okay, switching gears to away from your CRM. This is a little fun hack I like to do in Facebook. So in Facebook, you may or may not know that you can designate someone as a favorite. So I recommend adding your past clients as favorites on Facebook. So this is what would appear if someone's not already a favorite. You would click the friends button and then click favorites. Now, once you add a past client as a favorite, I recommend that you interact with your past clients intentionally. So in the left-hand side of Facebook, there is this feeds button. You might have to click more to see it. Click feeds and then go to favorites. And then here you will see your favorites. And of course, you can always manage favorites and add or remove people from your favorites section. But here is where I recommend putting your past clients to interact with, to like and comment posts. So that way you are prioritizing the people you are interacting with, and you show that you are showing an interest. But go beyond that. If you see a milestone event happening in someone's life, such as someone getting married or having a kid, that's where you can personalize it. Go to Follow Up Boss, find their address, and write them a postcard, or private message them. I would do both, and or send them a gift, and or call them on Follow Up Boss and text them. My real estate agent, Sunny Darden, and her team are awesome at gift giving. I call them the gift givers. Because they always give us wonderful gifts, not even because we post something on Facebook. And I know it's because they're very intentional about their past clients, and they put a lot of emphasis on their past clients and their sphere, and they want to build a community. So they're very intentional about that. And I know that they keep a close eye on their past clients. And I know that they have their agents customize their feeds on Facebook to take a look at and comment and like, because they very much do comment and like and check in. And don't just do this for past clients, do this for nurturers as well. Because I noticed very much so that my agents, whenever I said I wasn't quite ready to buy or sell, they would use that as a conversation starter to mention things I had posted about. And then that would get me excited that they were interested in what I was posting about. Now on Instagram, I'm not quite sure if you can do something similar with creating a friend or a favorites feed. Let me see. You can add someone to favorites if you open up their profile here. It does look like Instagram limits it to about 50 people, so choose wisely who you add to your favorites. Final tip I'll share with you is to automatically add all of your past clients to a home valuation tool or a market update tool. Even though they are not considering selling anytime soon again or buying anytime soon, again, you can still take advantage of those conversion tools and automated tools because people are always curious anyway. So some tools you can consider using are Real Scout. Real Scout will send home valuation reports and market activity updates, as well as home searches. But the two that you'll probably want to set up your past clients on are the home valuation and market activity. Another tool you can consider is Ylopo. You can do the home valuation alerts. Another one is Owner Console. You can do the home valuation alerts. Another one is, let's see, HomeBot just released a direct integration with Follow Up Boss. You can use that one. That's great that they just released the integration. I'm sure I'm missing some, but those are some that come top of mind for the direct integrations that exist so that you have another way to keep in top of mind with your clients and provide value by providing home valuation alerts. And then some of them also provide market activity updates. As always, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And then if you are ever looking for help with setting up your CRM, we work specifically in Follow Up Boss, and click the link in the description to book a call with us.